be me. 34. Children's book author in Berkeley. Published 12 books. All progressive. All award nominated. My apartment has more succulents than furniture. Career built on deconstructing harmful narratives for kids. Wrote, Princess Maya Needs No Saving. Sold 40,000 copies. Followed up with Trucks Are For Everyone, another hit. Publishers love me. Parents trust me. I'm doing important work. Or so I thought. Grew up in conservative household. Mom made us sit on Santa's lap every year at the mall. Hated it. Felt forced. Performative. Creepy. Santa was always some old white dude judging if we were good. The whole system felt like surveillance capitalism for toddlers. Spent my 20s in grad school writing thesis on gift economy patriarchy. Argued Santa Claus is just another tool of capitalist oppression. Got published in 3 academic journals. 0 people read them, but the ideas stuck with me. Flash forward to last spring. My editor Michelle calls. Nora, we want another holiday book from you. I pitch a Hanukkah story. She says no. Pitch a winter solstice tale. She's lukewarm. Then it hits me. What if I do Santa, but make it revolutionary? Pitch it. What if we reimagined Christmas gift-giving without the patriarchal mythology? Michelle pauses. That's bold. Send me a outline. I spend 3 weeks crafting the perfect proposal. Working title, The Non-Hierarchical Gift Facilitator. It's about a gender-neutral collective who distributes presents based on community need, not behavior surveillance. No naughty list, no judgment, no chimney breaking and entering. Just cooperative gift exchange and mutual aid. Michelle emails back. This is exactly the kind of brave work we need. Green light. I spend 4 months writing it. Hire a sensitivity reader, an anarchist theory consultant, 2 child psychologists. The manuscript is perfect. Protagonist is 6-year-old Kai, uses they, them pronouns. Kai learns that the old Santa story was created by Coca-Cola and the mall industrial complex. Real gift-giving comes from community care, not capitalist incentive structures. The climax. Kai organizes their classroom into a gift collective. Everyone contributes what they can, receives what they need. No hierarchy, no surveillance, just pure cooperation. I cry writing the last page. This is my magnum opus. Publisher schedules release for October, prime holiday buying season. They print 50,000 copies first run. Michelle says early orders are very strong. I do a photo shoot for the book jacket, wear my Nevertheless She Persisted shirt. They do a whole marketing campaign. The children's book that will change how your family does Christmas. I'm on NPR, 2 podcasts, local news. Every interview, I explain how Santa is a tool of patriarchal control. How the naughty list teaches kids to accept authoritarian surveillance. How commercial Christmas is just late-stage capitalism in a red suit. The hosts nod along. I feel like I'm really making a difference. Book launches on October 15th. First week sales are solid, mostly Berkeley and Portland markets. I do a reading at a local bookstore. Room full of progressive parents nodding enthusiastically. Their kids look confused, but the adults are eating it up. One mom tells me this is exactly what we need. Another dad says his family is post-Santa anyway. I sign 40 copies. Feel like a revolutionary. That weekend, book hits some bestseller lists. Michelle emails. Nora, you're having a moment. I screenshot it. Post it to Instagram. Caption, Deconstructing Patriarchy, 1 children's book at a time. Get 2,000 likes. But then something shifts. Week 2, I start seeing the negative reviews. One on Amazon. I read this to my 5-year-old. She cried for an hour asking if Santa was fake. Another. My son is traumatized. Thanks for ruining Christmas. I roll my eyes. These parents just can't handle having their belief systems challenged. They're uncomfortable with their kids asking questions. That's the point. I reply to a few reviews. Children deserve honest conversations about capitalism. Feel righteous. Week 3. Things escalate. Fox News picks up the story. Headline, Liberal author tells kids Santa is capitalist propaganda. They interview some mom in Ohio who's furious. She's holding my book like it's radioactive. This woman is trying to destroy Christmas. My daughter won't sleep. She won't eat. She thinks Santa's been lying to her. The anchor nods sympathetically. What kind of person ruins the magic of childhood? I watch it in my apartment, eating organic granola. Think, they just don't get it. Michelle calls. Nora, we're getting a lot of feedback. Feedback in her voice sounds like death threats. I ask if sales are still strong. She pauses. Sales of this book, yes, but parents are starting to boycott your other titles. Didn't think much of it, until the returns started. Bookstores sending back pallets of my books. Not just the Santa book, all of them. Princess Maya, Trucks Are For Everyone, even my picture book about composting. Michelle calls again. We need to talk. Her voice has that tone. The one that means my career is about to implode. We meet at a cafe near the publisher's office. She's stirring her coffee like she's hoping it'll turn into whiskey. Nora, the backlash is worse than we anticipated. I say backlash means we're doing something right. She doesn't smile. We've lost 3 major retail accounts. Target pulled all your books. Barnes & Noble is considering it. I feel my stomach drop. What about the independent stores? She sighs. Some are standing by you, but most are getting harassed by customers. It's easier for them to just remove your entire catalog. I try to argue. This is censorship. This is exactly what we're fighting against. Michelle looks me in the eye. Nora, we're a business. We can't afford to lose retail partnerships over one book. Week 4, I'm trending on Twitter. Not in a good way. Hashtag boycott Nora is the number 3 hashtag in the US. Parents posting videos of their kids crying. One dad films his daughter asking, is Santa real or is he patriarchy? She's maybe 4 years old. The video has 8 million views. Comment section is brutal. This author should never be allowed near children. Imagine being so miserable you have to ruin Christmas for kids. I hope she's happy destroying childhood innocence for book sales. I want to respond. Want to explain that I'm trying to liberate children from capitalist mythology. My friends tell me to log off. I can't. I keep reading, keep scrolling, keep seeing my name attached to trauma and childhood ruination. My publicist quits. Just emails. I can't represent this project anymore. Best of luck. My agent calls. Nora, we need to do damage control. I ask what that means. She says, public apology, maybe donate your advance to a children's charity. I refuse. I'm not apologizing for telling the truth. She goes quiet. Then I think we should part ways. I lose my agent on a Tuesday. November hits. The holiday season I thought would be my triumph turns into a nightmare. Bookstores pulling my titles from shelves. Schools removing my books from libraries. One district in Texas bans my entire catalog. The superintendent calls my work anti-family propaganda. Michelle calls again. This time it's worse. Nora, we're canceling your next contract. I was supposed to deliver a new manuscript in January. They were going to pay me $75,000. She says, given the current climate, we can't move forward. I try to negotiate. She's already made up her mind. I'm sorry, Nora. This is a business decision. I call my other publisher, the one doing my chapter book series. They've already sent the termination email. I just hadn't checked yet. 2 more contracts. Gone. Combined value, $125,000. I sit in my apartment, staring at my laptop, calculate the losses. $75,000 from Michelle's publisher. $125,000 from the chapter book deals, plus royalties from my existing books that are no longer selling. I'm looking at over $200,000 in lost income. My friends try to comfort me. You were brave, Nora. You challenged the status quo. The patriarchy always strikes back at revolutionary women. But I can't pay rent with validation. Can't buy groceries with solidarity. I keep seeing the videos. Parents filming their kids. Devastated. One mom posts, my son asked if I've been lying to him about Santa, then asked what else I'm lying about. He won't trust me now. Another, my daughter had a panic attack. She's 7. She thought Santa was watching to keep her safe. Now she thinks it's all fake. A dad writes, you didn't liberate my kid. You traumatized her. I want to argue. Want to say they're overreacting. But I can't stop watching a video of a little girl, maybe 6. She's holding my book, crying, asking her mom, why would someone write this? The mom just hugs her. I realize the little girl looks like me at that age. Thanksgiving week. My family calls. They've seen the news. My mom, the woman who forced me to sit on Santa's lap, she asks if I'm okay. I break down crying. Mom, I was just trying to help kids think critically. She's quiet for a moment. Honey, kids need magic. They have their whole lives to be disillusioned. I want to argue, want to explain my thesis about capitalist mythology, but I'm too tired. I start reading the studies my publisher sent, the ones their legal team compiled, research on childhood belief and cognitive development. Turns out, Santa isn't about surveillance or capitalism. It's about wonder, imagination, the ability to believe in something bigger. Kids who believe in Santa show higher levels of creative thinking. The magic years are crucial for emotional development. Losing that belief prematurely can actually cause real distress. I think about my book, how I positioned it as liberating, how I thought I was freeing kids from patriarchal control. I was just taking away their sense of wonder. My royalty statement comes. Sales of the non-hierarchical gift Facilitator have dropped 90%. My other books, the ones that were steady sellers, are down 95%. I made $6,000 this quarter. Used to make $30,000. I can't afford my apartment anymore. Start looking at roommate ads on Craigslist. I see a video of a book burning. Some church group in Alabama. They're burning my books in a parking lot. I feel sick. Not because they're burning my Santa book, but because they're burning Princess Maya too, the book I wrote to empower little girls. Now it's ash, because I couldn't leave well enough alone. Michelle emails one last time. Nora, I'm sorry it ended this way. For what it's worth, I think your heart was in the right place. I write back, was it though? She doesn't respond. Christmas approaches. I see my book in remainder bins, $2.99, marked down from $18.99. No one's buying. I see families shopping for holiday books. They pick up classics, new releases, anything. They see my name on the spine. Put it back. I'm a warning label now. I think about the kids, the ones whose parents read them my book, the ones crying in those videos. I told myself I was helping them, teaching them to question, to think critically. But they're 5, 6, 7 years old. They weren't ready to deconstruct capitalism. They just wanted to believe in magic for a little while longer. I try to write something new. Can't. Every sentence feels hollow. Every character feels preachy. I don't trust myself anymore. New Year's Eve. I'm alone in my apartment, scrolling through the news coverage. One article calls me the woman who tried to cancel Santa. Another, how one author lost $200,000, ruining Christmas. I think about my thesis, my years of research on gift economy patriarchy, all that work trying to dismantle harmful systems. I didn't dismantle anything. I just hurt kids and destroyed my career in the process. I get an email from a teacher. She's not angry, just sad. Nora, I used to love your books. I taught Princess Maya to my second graders every year, but after the Santa book, parents don't trust anything with your name on it. I had to remove all your books from my classroom. I'm sorry. I write back. I'm sorry too. I mean it. I finally understand what I did wrong. It wasn't challenging the patriarchy. It wasn't questioning capitalism. It was forgetting that childhood is supposed to be magical, not because magic is a lie, but because believing in something wonderful is how kids learn to hope. And I took that away. Not to liberate them, but to prove a point. It's January now. Still can't find a new publisher. My name is toxic. Agents won't return my calls. I'm applying to day jobs, anything to pay rent. Thinking about leaving Berkeley, maybe Portland, maybe somewhere no one knows my name. I see a mom and daughter in a bookstore. The girl is maybe 6, holding a picture book about Santa. She's smiling, eyes bright. The mom sees me, recognizes me, pulls her daughter away quickly. I don't blame her. Sometimes I wonder if I can come back from this. If I apologize, if I donate the money, if I write something different. But I think the damage is done. I'm the author who ruined Christmas. And no amount of community organizing or anarchist theory can fix that. I was so sure I was right. So convinced that I was helping. Never occurred to me that sometimes kids just need to believe in something magical. Even if it's a fat guy in a red suit. The non-hierarchical gift facilitator. Failed to facilitate anything except my own cancellation. $200,000 in lost contracts. A career in ruins. And thousands of kids who'll remember me as the person who tried to kill Santa. Merry fucking Christmas. I deserve this.